Hello everyone and welcome back to more All the Mods 10 to the Sky. So, we've got the computer, we've got storage, the short for that will be up on my YouTube channel. We didn't do it in last episode, but we did do a little short for it, because it took so long. I was just stood staring at machines making things for about an hour, and I cut it down to, I think, about 45 seconds. So yeah, enjoy that. It was very dull to do, just sat there watching it tick over because I've not made any of the speed upgrades yet. But we have a computer, we have drives in the computer. Problem is the computer, no power, Sag. However, Silence has been working some magic and has in fact generated a bunch of power. We just need to wire into it. So I'm going to jump down here.
Very appropriate word you picked then too.
What's that?
Generated.
Well, yes. So we've got this over here. So we've got some windmills. We've got, I think there's a couple more windmills as well that need to go down there. We've got some windmills and some solar panels. They all feed into this on this big giant platform. Eventually there will be a big nuclear reactor on here as well. This is Powerville over here. This all runs underground over here, and then it comes into this little area in here, which is effectively just a big battery bank. And so this is all running via advanced universal cables into these. And then this is just going to be a huge battery bank that can store a lot of power. We're unlikely to need to use millions of it all at once, but if there is a situation where we need to turn on a lot of machines at once, this will basically give us a little bit of reserve, so we don't have to have millions of generation. We can just have that little boost we need when we need it, and the rest of the time it just flows through slowly. Because we've got a lot of mechanism machines down here, and then we've obviously got the computer upstairs. So the next thing to do is basically we need to wire that power into upstairs. So that needs to come in to up here into the computer. We then need to sort out the drawers because they are not the cleanest at the moment. They're a bit of a mess. We need to kind of sort out the drawers, figure out what's what, make sure they're upgraded appropriately, and then got void upgrades in. So if stuff overflows, it doesn't fill the computer. And then we can set this up so the drawers is connected to the computer with a higher priority. So stuff will automatically prioritise the drawers over the drives for all the bulk storage. That's the plan there. Because once we've got all this set up, we don't need to faff around with anything when it comes to crafting or doing further quests down the quest line, because it'll all be nicely organised down there. I did also accidentally accept all of the rewards not too long ago, so I don't have very many exclamation marks here anymore. That did take some time to sort out. Whoopsie doodles. But yeah, that's the plan for today. So I think first thing we need to do really is make a load of advanced power cables and figure out how we're going to wire the house. Because we didn't build this house, so I've not left channels for all the wiring. So we need to kind of probably get those in somehow. Now, do we have any advanced... We've got advanced logistical transporters, which I got as a reward. But I don't think we've got any... I don't have any cables anyway. Do you have any cables for me, Silence?
Nearly 3 stacks.
Amazing. Right, well, let's figure out where they need to live then.
It's almost like I just crafted some while you were talking, in preparation for this.
What is through this wall? That's this bit. Okay. I think we're going to go up the wall here. So it's 2 over from where I just put a hole there, that's good. So the only issue with the mech cables is they don't have facade plating like some of the other cables, but they are by far the best cables to use for basically everything, so...
How do we work out what the power pull of this thing is? Is there a way of figuring that out?
Yeah, basically, if you look in the ME controller and just right-click on it, it's got passive channel drain, energy usage, and energy generation, because you can generate energy by voiding things. But basically, that will tell you what it's doing once it's all turned on, so we can work it out from there.
Okay.
So I need to output to there, input through this side.
Because I'm just wondering whether if we didn't want to run 9 bajillion cables, whether we could technically use modular routers, because obviously they can transfer power wirelessly, but I think it's only like 5k a tip, so I don't know what the pull on this will be.
It won't be 5k yet, but once we start doing like auto crafting and everything like that, it will start to build up. So we're probably
we'll just
better off
hardline
doing
it
this. Well, I've got the hard lines going to come down this way here, so if you wouldn't mind chucking me some cabelios.
Let me disable all of my magnet things.
I've just chucked another advanced energy cube at you as well for using
Cool. I'll wang it in the battery room.
more batteries here. Right, so that's going to go down that way.
The issue is that the area above where the battery room is probably about 25 blocks out the back of the other side of the building.
Oh, that's fine. I can work with that.
So you're going to have to do some wiring.
That's okay. We don't mind doing a bit of jiggery pokery. Because this bit is almost like I planned it. Oh, that's literally 1 block deep. I thought that was deeper than that.
Oh yeah, when I was making a little like lava immersion generator thing over the other side, I nearly just went out the bottom of the map because I thought it was more than 1 block of terracotta. It was not. It was a little frisky.
I mean, it looks the downstairs looks pretty cool from up here, but I'm just gonna have to do this and then fix it after. Are you stood in the power room at the minute?
Yeah, I'm in with the batteries.
Right.
So you said set the ones above to charge from the ones underneath. Was that right?
Yeah. So basically, if you do it so that the cable plugs into the bottom one, and then whatever side the cable goes into is obviously an input, then turn off all the other sides, make the top one a output, and then the one above the bottom an input, and so on, and then pull power from the top, and basically you get a stacked giant battery that way.
Okay. That's input. Top is output. Off, 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 off.
God, I love the echo effect that you get when you're building stuff.
Output.
In like the big cavern.
Input. Yeah, it is very fun. Ooh, no, that's not right. Technically, I need to make these input-output, otherwise they'll never be able to transfer power back between themselves.
Well, that's true. It depends if you ever want them to do that, really. You know, if you want that to be the bank that pulls power in, and that's that sort of thing, or not.
I'm kind of just... I mean, I might redo the wiring later on, potentially, but for the minute, it can pull double duty. So that's input. Hi!
Oh, I was 1 block out. I was aiming for there. Damn it. Let's back up I go. I miscalculated by one diagonal block. That's fine. So it was there, I think, is what I said. There we go. Just consistently break my legs to make a hole in the roof. That's fine.
Why not?
Grey concrete powder, that goes there. And then I need to get back inside. Where's my hole? There it is. I love how because the cables could obviously hold power as well. This cable that I've made so far has got 1.89 million FE capacity.
Yeah, it is quite comical.
That and bit of ad hoc landscaping, never hurt anybody. Let's not leave a gap there for mobs to spawn in, that would be really irritating. There we go. And if we go downstairs, this wire in the roof, oh, that's not going to do. Can't do that. Let's just fix that. Input. Input. And okay, well, task 1 is complete. The computer is now powered. Or should be. I'm going to go check it in a second.
I have enjoyed, as you plugged all the cables in, just watching the brightness and the dimness of these going to go and dim and bright and dim and bright. As all the power catches up.
Yeah, well, this is good. The cables will be empty for a while because there is 2 big batteries by the computer as like a buffer for the computer to use if it ever needs it. So if we do ever drain the system by accident, the computer shouldn't immediately turn off because it is a one-way buffer, so it pulls it in and it can't send it back out through that channel. So it's currently charging a basic energy cube and 2 dense energy cells. So there should be, 6.47... There'll be 8 million FE power just stored here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then the computer is now on and powered and looking rather schwanky.
Oh my god, can I fill it with everything?
I mean, I'd rather you didn't fill it with everything, but you can fill it with stuff, yeah, certainly.
The wonderful sort of zen when it comes to doing bits like this, because I know that if I put something in that's very janky, it'll probably bug you more than it will me before it gets fixed.
Yeah, it will probably get fixed by me, let's face it usually does. So one thing we do need to show you still from today is there is a giant bee house, which is something else we need to work on as well. Silence has basically bridged out to one of the meadows, which is great, and then made it so we've got an area for bees, so we can start doing all the productive bee stuff, which is fantastic. We need to go out. There is a waystone out there which I have activated. We just need to go out there and go and see it all. But I am going to build a bee house for them as well. So.
Oh no, we'll be out of iron. That's a bit of a brumble.
There's 92 here.
I mean, you what? Sorry.
There's 92 here.
Is there? Where? Oh god, why is it not up there with everything else?
Who knows? Probably the drawers are only locked because I locked them, so it's entirely possible that it got emptied when it wasn't locked, and then yeah.
I have to say, there was at one point when I put a deposit upgrade in my backpack and thought, cool, I can just boop it on the controller. Didn't realise that none of the drawers were locked. That took a while to fix.
I can imagine. Formation core, that's a mess. Now, where is it? Somewhere I've got a bus for this that I already made, and I can't find what I've done with it. So I've got the advanced cable, the Fluix cables.
Why am I full of so much junk? This is all from you.
Hey, love, yeah, because you walked over me when I collected the quests by accident, and
no,
you
I
were
just
the one
mean
with
like
the
random miscellaneous bits, like 6 eggs and a piece of dirt.
Oh, that's not me. I haven't thrown eggs anywhere. Did you walk near the chickens with the magnet turned on? Okay, so the computer is using 60 FE a tick.
60? Is that it?
At the moment, yeah, but it's not got very many things in it at the moment, so...
Fair.
Where is this bus?
Smelter, oxidizer, separator, concentrator, charging battery. Oh, I've already got gold here, that's fine. Right, and there is also a liquid drive, so we have got 1k of fluid storage in the computer if we need to transfer fluid through the computer at any point. I am really frustrated now, though. I made the thing to attach to the drawers, and I cannot for the life of me find where it is. It's just going to be in a box somewhere.
It will, yeah, I'll make a new one, but we'll end up finding it. ME terminal, ME storage bus, there we go, that's the thing.
No, that's still okay, isn't it?
So we'd make a new one, and then it'll just end up finding it like in like a year. Right, so we need to then pull off a cable from this, which I think we'll do. I might run the cable. The cable needs to come to here. Can I run a cable through the kitchen? Probably.
I'm out of alloy already. I'm out of alloy already. Nope. Oh, Lord.
Right, where's that brought me up? Because the benefit with this cable is I can put facades on it, so if I do end up going through a wall, I can just make it look...
Pretty it up a bit.
Yeah, I can make it look like the wall that I've done it on the outside of the A2 building. There's actually a bunch of cable facades on the outside, so it can run cables through the walls without being double thick.
Okay.
So this is one of those things where doing this yourself ends up being a lot faster if you just build the buildings yourself rather than through the use of...
Osmium.
Right, okay, so let me do cable.
Yeah, so Promble.
Cable.
We got any osmium over here?
Now I need to remember how to make the facade. I think it's with iron nuggets.
Oh wow, it's taking these cables a long time to fill up. Mind you, they do have a capacity of 3 million. So, not too shocking, I suppose.
Upstairs is now full, so it should start doing it.
Yeah, the rest of the cables are just catching back up.
Do that. I need this. Is it that? Okay, it's not that. What is the recipe for this? Gosh darn it. I made a load last week, and I've immediately forgotten what the recipe is. And because of the way it works, it doesn't show up in JEI. Blocks, items, mechanics. Here we go. Facades. Processors, quartz. Facades. There we go. It is... Oh, it's because I've got to make those specific things. It's cable anchors, isn't it? Of course it is. Right, let me go get those.
Okay, I need to desperately... I need to clear some space out first. Squeezer is 2, maybe 3.
Okay, we are ready to put the storage bus in whenever we have the drawers sorted.
Okay. I suppose what we probably just need to do is just wang some chests down, empty most of the junk out on the wall, and then think of a sensible way to redo all of this.
Yeah, I think the main thing is going to be putting stuff in it and then locking it and then figuring it out from there, like making sure stuff's grouped together. Because, yeah, we won't need to access it via the drawers anymore, but it's generally speaking a good idea to have it semi-organised.
Yep.